All right, let's dive in. Every great TV show you've ever loved started with just a spark, an idea on a page. Today, we're going to get a peek behind the curtain and break down the raw, creative pitch for a show called The Daroga of Kasol. This is literally where the story begins.
I love this. This is how the pitch actually starts. It's not some stuffy corporate memo or a formal introduction. It's just a person passionate saying, hey, I've got something cool, just listen. It's so direct, it immediately makes you lean in and want to hear what they've got to say.
And here it is, the big idea. The plan is to adapt the American crime drama Banshee. Now, if you've seen it, you know it's this super intense, action-packed show about an ex-con who pretends to be a small-town sheriff. This pitch wants to take that wild premise and drop it right into the middle of rural India. It's a pretty bold fusion, right?
So, if you're going to do an Indian Banshee, where do you even set it? Well, the creator had a very, very specific place in mind. And let me tell you, this isn't just some random backdrop. The setting is basically a character in itself. It's absolutely central to the whole vibe of the show.
They picked a real place, Kasol, but listen to how they describe it. India's Bermuda Triangle. I mean, come on, that is just brilliant. That single phrase tells you everything you need to know. It screams lawless land, a forgotten place where people just vanish. It's the perfect spot for a guy who's trying to disappear himself.
Okay, so we've got our setting. Now what about our hero? Well, like any great story, this one starts at the absolute bottom. Before this guy ever puts on a uniform, we need to see just how far he's fallen. And the pitch doesn't pull any punches. It calls our guy a big failure in life. He's not some tragic, misunderstood hero. Nope, he's just a guy who's completely messed up. And that's so important because a man with absolutely nothing left to lose is, well, he's incredibly dangerous and unpredictable.
And just look at this downward spiral. He fails at a normal job, gets fired. His own dad is so disgusted he disowns him. Then he crosses a mafia boss and ends up in jail for 7 brutal years. And when he finally gets out, he's being hunted. This guy hasn't just hit rock bottom, he's been totally erased by every part of society.
So what do you do when you have nothing and there are killers on your trail? Well, for him, a moment of pure tragic chance presents him with the craziest opportunity you can imagine. This is that one single moment where his entire life is about to flip. Okay, check this out. It happens in 4 steps. 1. He's on the run and escapes to this remote town. 2. He sees the new police chief get murdered right in front of him. 3. In a split-second desperate move, he just takes the dead guy's identity. And 4, he's got a hacker friend who helps make the whole thing official. Just like that, the hunted ex-con is gone and the new Daroga of Kasol is born.
But here's the kicker, and this is so key for the character. He's not doing this to be a hero. Not at all. He's doing it to hide. I mean, think about it. What's the absolute last place a mafia crew would ever think to look for an ex-con? Inside a police station. It's the perfect cover.
But, of course, the place he's chosen to hide, yeah, it's not exactly a quiet little town. He's pretty much jumped out of the frying pan and straight into the fire. This valley is teeming with its own set of dangers. And look at who he's up against in Kasol. You've got a local gangster kingpin, communities that hate outsiders, other criminal groups, sadhus practicing the occult, even active serial killers. And probably the worst part, his own boss and the local politicians are just as corrupt. He literally has enemies on every single side.
So how on earth does one guy survive all that? Well, the pitch uses this awesome comparison to Bhishma Pitama, a legendary warrior from the Mahabharata who is known for being totally detached from everything. The idea is that our guy has seen so much, he's just numb to it all. He doesn't want money, he's not after power, and he's not scared. In a town full of wolves, that makes him the one person they can't control.
And this is where things get really, really interesting. This fake cop, hiding out in this crazy town, starts doing something nobody ever expected him to do. He starts doing his job, and a new, brutal kind of justice comes to this lawless land.
And a funny thing starts to happen. He starts to like it. For the first time in his entire life, this failure actually finds a purpose. People in the community start to respect him, a feeling he's never known before. And it turns out, he's actually really, really good at being a cop.
And you can see why he makes such a huge splash right away. The old cops, they were corrupt. Him, he can't be bought. They were totally ineffective. He's a huge risk taker. They were terrified of the local gangster. But this guy, after 7 years in a maximum security prison, the pitch says he fears no one.
And he's not just talk, he actually gets stuff done. He starts solving those disappearances that made the valley infamous in the first place. He takes the fight directly to the main gangster, to his own corrupt bosses, and the political mafias. He's so effective, he even starts winning over allies, like a local barman who realizes this guy is the only shot this town has.
This right here is the heart of the entire story. It's the ultimate irony. The one man who has zero legal right to wear the badge is the only one who actually honors it. His illegitimacy is his greatest strength. It frees him from the corruption and the fear that paralyzed everyone before him. He's a lie that ends up delivering the truth.
And that's the final, provocative question the pitch leaves us with. It's what elevates the story from just a cool action show to something much deeper. When a fake cop is the only person actually upholding the law, what does that tell you about the law itself? It's a fantastic hook, and it's at the heart of a really compelling idea for a show.